Sexy!
New mission. Kill as many hits as possible.
Throwing frag. Moving now.
Have you ever watched Have you ever watched a little short movie called Skyrim Badass?
No, that sounds fun.
It's just like a minute and a half long, and it's the best. It's one of the best minute and a half you'll spend ever. Trust me. It's a live action filmed by people who do all sorts of fun little short movies.
Are they the same people who made Nuka Breaker?
No, they're not the same ones who made Nuka Breaker, but they're the same
people
ones.
who made Kingfisher and that one other Modern Warfare 2 short.
No, I can't remember. They've done a lot of different ones, like just a crap ton. But basically, it's a first-person view like the game, and it's the story of what happens when you decide to stop questing and just start killing everything in your sight, and you're a badass doing it. It's hilarious.
Now engaged. My cloak were never seen again.
And they have the rock version of Dovahkiin.
The Rock? You smell what the Dova's cooking!
No, I mean like it's the rock version. So it's got like heavy metal. It's a heavy metal rendition of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
From the makers of the Randy Savage dragon, they made Randy Savage Deathclaws.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm gonna get you! Yeah!
I've seen that mod. That's fucking hilarious. And they've got different wrestling attires.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This makes my yeast rise.
Scanning for targets.
It makes him
My
happy
yeast is
in his
rising.
pants.
Why is American Red Cross calling me every titty fucking day? Is it? What time is it? No, that was 11. Watch out, 2 seconds, they're gonna call me on my phone. 3, 2. There it is. Yep, that's my phone ringing right now. Nice ringtone.
I love that. I
Beverly Hill
love
Cops?
that. Yeah, I loved that part of that episode. That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah, me too. I just had to.
And another. Yep. And another.
Batman Ripper.
Yeah.
Batman Ripper.
Oh yeah, we were blessed when Seth MacFarlane stepped out of the spotlight or stepped into the spotlight and started making Family Guy and movies. He's just hilarious. Well, he's not, but you have to keep in mind, he's not really, those aren't his projects. He's just involved in them, but they aren't his projects.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's probably why they aren't as good then.
Yeah. Family Guy is his baby, and in fact, some of the episodes of Family Guy that aren't that good aren't even his, they're his B team. He set his B team to do,
Family Guy died after 2011. After 2011, and it's just gone complete crap.
No, it's just changed in tone because they wanted to change it up and not have it go stale like what they did with The Simpsons. So they wanted to change things around.
You know what I love is I found out.
Let's change things around. Where's the chicken at? Where's Peter?
Where the chickens?
Well, they still taunt Meg. They still taunt Meg, but they're trying to break shtick because they don't want it to become the exact same
Stick in the
thing.
ass.
That's why they kill. That's why they kill characters off and leave them dead. That's why they do a lot of the things that they do. They've killed the vaudeville guys. Those are the first guys to die off officially because they knew that that was becoming an overused gag. The same thing with Conway Twitty. The chicken gag people.
Whoa, what was the first
Yeah.
guy you said? Was it? Who was it? Was it the people with the piano?
Yes.
That was dumb.
The vaudeville guys were the ones.
The vaudeville guys was the piano.
The first. Yeah, those are the first officially killed
Holy
characters.
shit! And I knew exactly what you were talking about immediately. I was like, holy crap.
Yep.
Man,
You might be wondering why Johnny's in hell. Johnny liked little boys. Yeah, you might wonder why Johnny's in hell. Johnny liked little boys.
Let's say
Yep.
John likes
Yeah.
You know, and then the third time they used Kanye Twitty, it was the longest time. I was like, why?
I know.
And they did bring up.
I used to just mute that. I usually mute it whenever they do that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is decent.
Well, they
and
did bring
all, I'm
back
not-
the chicken fight for the reverse time episode, and they did where they screwed up the flow of time and everything was going backwards, so you got a chicken fight in reverse. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But you know, they did that because they had something new to do with chicken cloak. They were able to do it in reverse time, so you could wonder how things got to, and then see how they got there. You'd see the result and then wonder
All
how.
I can see them do one last chicken episode where they finally become friends and they start eating for the whole episode.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got rid of
They
got rid of
almost-
the evil monkey, and they got rid of that whole shtick.
Oh, yeah.
They found that he was real.
Yeah, they found out he was real, and that he wasn't actually evil, and that he wasn't
He wasn't
actually
always evil.
It's because his wife left him.
She ain't loyal. You loyal.
I liked how they threw up
Respect
the. I like how they threw up the fake death of Brian, and then reversed it a month later.
That should have been Nick. That should have been Nick. Even if it was this movie, it should have been Nick.
Now it kind of sucks. Is Meg
Well,
Meg
they
is
shit on Meg so
Meg
much
is voiced
that
by that chick from '70s show.
Or it's like we're not one episode on the 3 parts. I think it was like 3 parts, right? We're Stewie with the find out his real father, and they discovered.
Hey, before that was released, they had that on DVD.
They had a sex change out. That was pretty funny.
yeah.
Dude, that was actually before that was on TV. They already released it like low key. It was called The Untold Story. I had that a couple
Yep.
years before they even put it on TV. It was fun.
Yeah, it's.
I felt like a hipster watched it, but
it was a little mini series basically. One of them that I liked, one of the episodes I really liked is the band episode, the abortion episode, where Lois is a surrogate mother for a friend, and then their friends get killed in the car accident, and so she decides to have an abortion.
What?
No, serious.
Fuck?
No, that's years ago. It's the
haven't
band
watched it.
episode. I'm not joking. They had an episode in which Lois agreed to be a surrogate, was inseminated, and was carrying the baby, and then the friends died in a car accident, and Lois and Peter were like, we can't afford to have another baby, and so she goes to have an abortion. And Peter's against it because he's Catholic.
What? That doesn't make any sense. He's not religious.
Remember that Peter always brings it up. Remember, they use that, they utilize that aspect of him to make fun of Catholics and the conveniently religious who only use their religion for when they have a strong opinion about something. That's why they had him have a strong opinion about something to be, doing the way.
That does not. That sounds like a not very good episode. Not very well put together.
It was too dark. It was dark. It was a really dark, like it wasn't that funny at times. I mean, it was brutal at the point of the car accident stuff. It was almost brutal.
Episode where they try to kill off Peter. I hate that episode.
Peter. Which one?
Although the episode.
The one where he had the kidney, like he died.
Yep.
He was drinking. Obama guest starred in that episode.
Don't you mean the one where he or don't you mean the one where he makes his own Red Bull and he uses kerosene because Red Bull is fuel and kerosene is fuel?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. He's like, kerosene is fuel, Red Bull is fuel. That's therefore kerosene is Red Bull. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just like the episode in which they killed Brian off. That was unusually dark. I mean, the only real joke in the second half of the episode was when they show Quagmire at Brian's funeral, and he couldn't care less. That was the only joke they had.
Fuck Quagmire. I don't like
Quagmire is a self-righteous prick. Just because he admits, he doesn't make him any less a fucking. He's a rapist. He's a fucking rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people agree with Quagmire, but I hate Quagmire. I thought about I can't. It's not just.
Yep.
It's like they were just normal buddies about it. So just normal buddies. And then like season 6 or 7,
He just suddenly had a real problem with Brian, and he let him have it. And the thing about Quagmire is Quagmire lusts after after Peter's wife too. So what does he have any business bitching about that? He's a fucking rapist. He's a chronic rapist. And he's an unrepentant.
Brian has done
he's
better things, like more beneficial things than Quagmire has, like
Oh
as
yeah.
a person.
Even when he's misguided and being, hyper liberal about things,
Quagmire.
almost hippie-ish, idiotic liberal about things.
I know y'all hate Quagmire, but I thought he was better.
Yeah. Well, the only character who isn't really a piece of garbage is Cleveland. Out of the whole series,
Yeah.
the only character who hasn't been a complete piece of garbage is Cleveland. And even he fucked Brian's girlfriend and was like, "Oh, we cool. Like, you better not have a problem with it because I'm gonna do what I want." Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Cleveland Brown.
Oh yeah.
Which I kind of hated. that.
I've only made it through 2 episodes of the Cleveland show. It just
Looks like for
wasn't
a
my cup
family
of tea.
sitcom.
I did not like the writing style. I love Mike Henry as a voice actor, but I don't think that he's a great comedy writer. He's not a good lead.
It felt like a simple sitcom. Or
Yeah.
Remember those 3 episodes? Like it was basically like all.
It was like Bad
Like a
Family
serious
Guy,
one.
or it was like
Those
Bad
Storm-
Family
those
Matters
seasons,
with
right?
Steve Urkel. It was like Bad Family Matters.
Like you guys remember that all those 3 episodes of Family Guy, American Dad, and even so they had that storm through the city or whatever. And
They all met up.
I don't want. And then they met up towards the end. Yeah,
Ian Craig, what the?
I only watched the Family Guy version though. Obviously.
I watched
Reasons.
all 3 just to see what happened because I knew that the storm was supposed. It was an event that happened through all 3 stories. Plus, I was working that night, and I worked at a casino. I had a TV right next to my head, so I had it on my shows.